Sometimes it is so easy to talk. So I never talked about this because I felt I need to act on it, and then I'm gonna talk about this. Hi guys, welcome back. Today's video is mostly for girls, but if you're a boy, if you're a man and you're watching this, it's going to help you to know yourself better. Alright, so when I was at high school, I was searching, I was going to courses that will teach me the difference between girls and boys, men and women. And what was the benefit for all of that? I was trying to know more about my own gender and other genders. So it was like how to treat good with my family, with my future husband, with my younger brother. And it really helped me in some situations actually. And today I'm gonna say the most important topics and also add my last week experience to tell you guys that it is so easy, but you just need to know yourself first and then know the gender that is opposite you. Okay, let's get started. Alright, so we are a girl. We as a woman, we are mostly emotional. Okay? I'm not saying that we are not logical. No. But sometimes our heart wins against our mind. Like, it did happen to me. For example, when I was at school teaching to my students, I saw one of them that she was on her period and she had lots of pain. So when you see someone is suffering, the first thing that came up to your mind is that I want to help her, right? So I had a pill that was going to help her for her period, and I just gave it to her. It was a painkiller, something like that. Okay, anyway, and I just gave that thing to her. Alright, so the next session I just went to my manager and I just told her that I did something like that. Is that something wrong to give pills to students or not? And she said, Astra, you shouldn't do this because you are here as a teacher, right? You don't know her history with drugs and pills, so do not do this anymore. And I was like, yeah, this is super logical and I need to remember this. I will not do this anymore. So my first reaction was to help her, right? Like, we are a girl, we have a kind of motherhood sensation, and we feel like that this is my child, like my student is my child. When I am angry with her because I want her the best things, right? And when I'm kind with her because I feel like she's my child. Okay? And sometimes we are like this. So just imagine that there is a family, there is a father, there is a mother, and there is 2 girls raised in that family. Actually, this is a story from my one of neighbors. And I remember that the mom, she had some problems with herself, and I remember that she was so mean to her husband, she was so mean to her first child, and I was like, thank God my mom is not like this, thank God. We are as a girl, okay? When we get angry, when we get super emotional, and when we are so in pain, we try to show our power with our tongue, with our words. We are going to be so mean if you mess up with us, right? And we try to express ourselves with our words to just release all the pain that is stored in our body. And sometimes we are super, out of balance, and this is not good. We need to control it. But sometimes it's getting out of our control because our body is in pain and we cannot handle it, okay? So I'm saying this to other girls that they are so in a shame of themselves, that why sometimes we are so sensitive, why sometimes we are like nobody can talk with us because we are in pain. This is okay, this is natural. Like, I have read in books that Imam Ali said that girls are like flowers. You need to protect them. Okay? And also Prophet said that good girls, I guess so, are like flowers in a garden. Or I don't know, it was good children. It's something like that. Yeah, good children are like flowers in a garden. So you pour water into the flower, you protect the flower, all of that. And what I mean by this is that we are, as girls, as women, we are super emotional and emotionally intelligent. Like, we can feel that someone is sad. We can feel that someone is jealous right now. We can feel that someone is super angry, but she or he cannot show it, right? So, when I was in those courses, they said that when you have a family, the emotional manager should be mom, okay? So, as a girl, when I get married, I need to know this, that I am responsible for the emotions in this family. What I mean by this? Okay. Where I was. So, moms are responsible for emotional managing at home. But let's go and talk about boys and men. Like, we want, as a girl, I want the power in a home to everyone watch me, because girls are looking for attention. This is basically something genetical. Every girl is like this. But boys, men, they are looking toward power, having power in money, having power to protect their family. Also, this is something genetical. So, what happens? What happens when a wife do not control her anger and she is so mean to her husband? The man feels that he is losing his power. And basically, there is going to have some fights over there, and this is not good at all, because there are some consequences after this. And I feel like this video is too short to talk about this. Anyway, so men are looking for power. Why? Because they want to protect, they want to provide. And if you give them that sense that you are not enough, you are this, you are that bad, they will believe this. They will feel like they are not enough for their family. So in some cases, they might to start to feel and being lazy, because you, as like, for example, as a girl, as a woman, you just suppress them. And they are going to believe it, because you are like, girls are so emotionally super strong when they talk, right? So you literally can do a trick and have his heart, right? In halal relationship, I am saying this. Okay, so as a girl, you need to be so careful when you talk. And why society is going like this, like they got married and then they want to get divorced. And also because of the difference between girls and boys in Islam, we have this, that if I want to get married, my dad should allow me. Why? Just think about this. Why? This is a super intelligent rule. Why? Because as a girl, when I see a boy, there is a high chance that I fell in love in 10 seconds. Right? Maybe he's my type. I don't know. Maybe I had crush on him. I don't know. So there's a high chance that I fell in love with him. Okay? And in this case, my heart will win this game and my brain will be shut down, and I cannot see his bad side. I cannot see his flaws anymore, right? But my dad is so kind. He knows that I am his girl. He knows that he wants good for me, right? So he will talk to me that, Asra, this boy, this man, he has these cases, his flaw is this. I know you cannot handle and you cannot live with this type of man, right? So this is the reason that in Islam we have this rule that, first of all, your dad should allow you to go and get married with him. And if he don't, literally that marriage is haram. And also there is another good rule that they say, if these two people, if this girl and boy do not love each other and they got married because of the force of the family, for example, I don't know, they are relatives, they are this and that marriage is not halal. It means that, first of all, logic, and secondly, heart, because you need to be in love with your husband, you need to be in love with your wife, right? So I feel like this is enough for today's video, and if you have any other question, tell me. I make another video about it. Bye bye.